Welcome to Reiki Rising, your guide to all things Reiki and igniting your spiritual path. Join us every week as we delve into the transformative world of Reiki, sharing insights on how to navigate this earthly journey while elevating the vibration of the collective. Be prepared for deep discussions, enlightening interviews, and maybe even a glimpse or two into our live Instagram Reiki shares and conversations. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner or new to the energy healing realm, this podcast is your sanctuary for growth, healing, and connection. Physical benefit of Reiki. So how this can help with your physical body. We have talked a lot about energy healing and Reiki as an energy healing modality before. We've talked about how we can connect with this on our spiritual journey, where Reiki comes from. If you haven't listened to those episodes, go back and listen to them. There is a lot of information there that won't be covered during this session, but this practice of energy healing, this modality goes beyond healing the energetic body and connects holistically with healing the physical body as well. And recently there have been more and more articles coming out about the benefits of Reiki and how it can help you heal your physical body as well as your energetic body, as well as our mental health, as that's all connected. So traditionally, people have thought as Reiki as more of kind of a woo-woo thing. But the science here, if we think of other energetic practices such as like Tai Chi, this is a practice that is very well known. People are very familiar with the benefits of Tai Chi with the physical body as well as mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And the same goes for yoga, the physical asana practice of yoga being very beneficial for our physical body, but also for the mind and the spirit. So this is a holistic approach. Reiki is within that same realm. Reiki works with the same energy as Tai Chi. It works with the same energy that we would use in traditional Chinese medicine. As far as the chi or life force or prana that moves through the body. Reiki works as an energetic acupuncture, if you will. It can be described that way. It works to remove, to shift, to align energies within the physical body as well as the energetic bodies, the subtle body and the aura around the physical body. These all work together in harmony, and when there's some imbalance there due to our experiences, things that we're moving through in our life, this can cause physical imbalances as well. So recently there have been more articles that have been talking about some of the benefits of Reiki on the body. And we're pretty familiar with, from a scientific perspective, that it aids our physical healing through those mechanisms of stress reduction and pain relief and relaxation. When we are positively influenced by being relaxed, by even carving out the space for a Reiki session so that you take that time to really tune into what you need, that you take that time for self-care, this helps us to heal our physical body because we're slowing down and we're always in such a fast-paced go, go, go mentality that we often don't take the time to slow down and to tune into our body's wisdom, to balance our mind, body, and spirit so that we can heal from within in a holistic way, not just paying attention to one aspect of ourselves. So stress reduction and relaxation are key components of the Reiki practice. By doing this practice and other practices such as Tai Chi and yoga and meditation, anything that provides stress reduction and helps you relax is activating that parasympathetic nervous system. And this helps the body relax. There are articles that I will link in this podcast description that talk a little bit more in detail about some of the ways that um, this works together, some of the ways that the body and the mind work together in these articles that I'll be talking about. So, Reiki significantly reduces stress and anxiety, which contribute to a whole host of health problems. We can experience, with anxiety, we can have restlessness in our sleep. We can find it difficult to just move through our day, to enjoy life in the way that we want to. It can also cause us to um, engage in unhealthy or unskillful behaviors. It can cause depression, and lack of sleep alone is a contributor to so many health issues, heart problems, um, blood pressure. There are so many ways that lack of sleep and stress alone can affect our physical body, and that causes an imbalance, which causes other things to also come out of whack with that problem. So we are, car alarms going off in the background. So we are using Reiki in a way to help reduce stress and bring relaxation as well as pain management. When we are more relaxed and when we are able to come into a space where we are accessing these different areas energetically, and where the Reiki practitioner is able to guide energies to be flowing and working together in a cohesive way, it helps to reduce pain in some of the areas. You can feel the benefit of this often just from the hands-on placement. I know I have several clients who have been new to Reiki recently, and they have noticed, even just with their physical pain, if that's an intention that we are focusing on, and I am aware of any like physical discomfort in the body when we're working together in your session, placing my hands over or around these spaces can really help to ease any physical discomfort in those areas. Immune system support is also a benefit of Reiki as well. According to an article in Global Advances in Health and Medicine, there is a noted increase in the body's ability to heal itself, likely due to the modulation of the stress hormones and enhancement of the immune response. So when we bring down the stress level and we come into a relaxed state, our immune system is supported here. So really, this is such a multifaceted or multi-layered practice that all really comes down to us taking this time to relax and to tend to our physical body as well as our emotional and a mental body as well. If you want to look at this from an esoteric or a spiritual perspective, it has its effect on balancing and harmonizing the body's energy fields. So we talked about these energy fields that are worked with during a Reiki session, and it's similar to acupressure, acupuncture. When we are working within these highways of energy, I also work with the meridians as well as the chakras. And so looking at these areas within the body that energy may not be flowing through as effectively as it could. by using Reiki, we are enhancing that energy flow and balance. So Reiki is really helps to remove blockages in these pathways and restore that flow of energy throughout the body, which is really crucial for physical health. We can notice different imbalances in our physical body and how they affect us energetically as well. So it's not just from the outside in, it's from the inside out as well. When we have these blockages, our energy is not flowing as efficiently as it should be. It's not flowing in a way that benefits us moving through our life. We start to notice things like anxiety or fatigue or depression or restlessness. And by channeling this life force energy, we can clear these blockages and restore that flow, which can prevent and heal some of those physical ailments. When we come into the energy centers of the chakras, this is really where the most well-known practice of Reiki um, brought forth in 1920, the holy fire Reiki that we most commonly know is focused on chakra alignment. So it's focused on these 7 basic energy centers throughout our body. They're very commonly known now, these wheels of energy that move through us. And this again connects to that physical body as well as the energetic body. So when we are working with these practices, whether it is holy fire Reiki, brought forth by Mikao Usui, or it is Shambhala Reiki, or another form of Reiki that you have come in contact with, they're all kind of working in the same way. So we're working in a holistic healing modality to treat the body as a whole, integrating the mind, the body, and the spirit, really to enhance our physical healing, not just addressing the symptoms, but also the underlying energetic imbalances. And this really helps us to promote physical recovery and also integrate those emotional and spiritual aspects of this healing. So, I do want to note that this is definitely, while I believe in Reiki being able to heal your physical body on many levels, it is also really important to note that you have to listen to your intuition and to your body. You use common sense. If you have a broken bone, you should not be depending on Reiki energy healing to heal that broken bone. You should definitely seek medical attention. Reiki is meant to be a complementary therapy. Um, it works with the energy in your body to heal, but it can aid in healing that healing process. It's not meant to be the focus of the healing. So if you have something internally going on, I definitely recommend visiting a doctor, a naturopath, whatever modality of healing that you would like to look into. Use these as complementary therapies. Energetically, if we are addressing the energetic underlying cause of this or the balance within the body, either with herbalism or with energy work or another modality, this helps to aid in the healing process of physical ailments. You need to always do what is right for you. And so I don't want you to think that Reiki is going to heal every physical aspect of you. I believe that we need to access the medical care that we feel aligned with, and that you should always seek to make sure that this fits well with the goals that you have for your health, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I per I personally would not use Reiki to heal a significant or I should say an urgent medical issue. But I have used Reiki to help aid in the healing of different parts of my body. So, for example, um, from the age of about 12, I've had pretty poor eyesight. I noticed that my eyesight was starting to decline around that age. And then I ended up wearing glasses and contacts, and I have been doing so um, since then. So, for over 20 years, I have been using glasses and contacts to aid my vision, and I still use them to this day. But one interesting thing that I discovered was that after I became attuned to Reiki and I started learning more about Reiki and how it can be used to heal your physical body as well as your energetic body, and I started this process by reading this book called Anatomy of the Spirit. And it's a very interesting book that really kind of sparked my love for Reiki and for energy healing and for being a practitioner. It's by Carolyn Mize or Miss. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But she really describes in such a beautiful way this science or foundational aspect of bringing science and the esoteric or the spiritual of energy healing together, and talks about how she really came into this and how she began to see these things happening. So that really sparked my initial interest in this, and I started using Reiki on myself to work on my eyesight. And also, I had come across some other books that I have read that have been in line with this as well. Becoming Supernatural is another book and talks a lot about the alignment of your mindset with the energy in your body and how with our thoughts we can heal our body as well. And so that's why I say that intention is everything. And that is with Reiki, and that is with your healing process. Even if you're not using Reiki or another modality, I think that intention is key. If you are setting the intention that you're going to heal quickly, that whatever this is, even if you're experiencing something that is a significant illness or a more urgent illness, um, using your intention and your mindset and positive mindset to align with healing energies is going to benefit the outcome of your healing journey. So I have used the intention of I want to see as an affirmation. I am open to seeing all of the world. I am open to seeing the truth. I can see, instead of saying things like, I have poor eyesight, my eyes don't work. I still say it sometimes, just out of habit, but intentionally combining with Reiki with that intention or those affirmations and placing my hands on the occipital ridge of my head at the back of your head, and I just kind of place my fingertips and cradle my head here. That is our place for sight. Also placing my hands over my eyes. So I have done that for a while now. Wasn't very consistent with it for a while, and sometimes I fall out of practice and come back to it like anything else is. It's a practice, it's not perfect. However, at my last eye exam last year, I had not been to get my eyes checked in 2 years after doing this practice, and I jokingly told the optometrist that I have been working on healing my eyes with Reiki. And they kind of laughed, as you would, in the medical world, Reiki is acknowledged, but it's not really necessarily believed all the time. And so a lot of people think of it like, oh, haha, sure, let's see how that works. And funny enough, wouldn't you know it, I did have an improvement in my eyesight, which in 20 years had never happened. So take that for what it is. I will report back next year when I get another exam and see if it improved even more. But along with the healing of the energetic field, also bringing in this intention of setting into motion that I am going to do this, I am going to heal this part of myself, I want to, and where that energy shift may have happened. In reading Becoming Supernatural, I had noticed that there was a passage in there about how if we often see things when we are younger that we no longer want to see, we tell ourselves, I don't want to see that. And so we shut that off in our brain that we don't want to see things. And sometimes that is possible that we have closed off that pathway because we've said things so many times that we close off that energetic pathway or disrupt that energy flow. So something to think about. It's all just an experiment, and we're all just trying to do what's right for our bodies. So that's why I say always do what is right for you. Check in with your intuition, with your body, with your mind, with your spirit. Choose the practices that align with you. Do what you feel called to, but always seek medical attention if needed. I would certainly not use Reiki for, again, urgent medical needs. I would also just use caution and be mindful about what you truly need to feel healthy and to live your most authentic and fulfilled life. So with that said, let's go ahead and move into the practice for our Reiki share. Thank you for joining us for this episode, for this discussion, and all of the others. It is a pleasure to share this experience with you in co-creation. If you would like to join us for a recording of the live Reiki share, check out the episode that's coming up next. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey with Reiki Rising. Ready to take your spiritual expansion to the next level? Join us on the Reiki Rising Collective and unlock a world of connection and growth. Subscribe through our Patreon, link in the description of this podcast episode, and gain access to exclusive weekly live distance Reiki shares and enriching discussions. As a member, you'll also receive one-on-one coaching sessions, discounts on workshops, and so much more. Follow me, your guide in all things Reiki, on Instagram at Raven Waterblossom, and take the next step on your journey. Join us in the Reiki Rising Collective. We can't wait to meet you.